Hi, I am Judith Basco, a modern weaver and a fiber artist, and today we'll be making a hand-woven mini purse using Craft Easy's basic weaving kit and yarn. For this project, we will need a thinner warp thread, so I'll be using Craft Easy's crochet thread. Our first step is to tie a knot at the bottom left peg, just like this. We will be warping a little differently in this project. Because we need more warp threads, we have to pass by each peg twice, creating a denser space between our lines. Then let's tie another knot to secure our warp thread at the top right peg. Create a loop and then insert the excess thread through and pull to make a knot. These are my chosen yarns for my woven pouch. I am excited to see what yours will look like, so don't forget to tag us on your projects when you finish them. Let's cut our yarns by wrapping it around the loom first. This helps us estimate the length because we don't want to cut it too long or too short. For this one, I have wrapped it 4 times. We'll also be using our weaving shuttle, so we'll start by tying our thread before wrapping around it. Let's review our plain weaving technique. Using the shuttle, we will go under and over from one side to the other before combing our woven lines down. It is a slow technique that is also therapeutic and fun. When we run out of yarns, we'll know that it's time for us to change to another color. After cutting our new thread, simply tie it twice together with your current yarn that is still on the loom. And we're now ready to weave again with our new color. We will continue building up our pattern by creating blocks of repeating colors until we reach the topmost part of our loom where our shuttle cannot fit to weave anymore. To take our fabric off the loom, we will simply slide off our loops out of the peg, like so. And then we'll cut through the loop to separate the 2 threads. We will tie double knots on each of them to protect our stitches. After the bottom row, we will just slide off the top loops and repeat the same steps of tying knots on each of them. Then we'll just trim the excess yarns just like this. We'll also cut the excess yarns from our tied knots at the back and sew the single threads inside the stitches using a small plastic needle. Now that our fabric is ready, let's fold it to see where we can start sewing. Using a plastic needle, insert your sewing yarn through the starting point of your fold. Thread through a short yarn, then use the longer end to tie a strong knot. We'll be using a technique called the whip stitch, where I place my sewing thread from the back to front before I insert the needle for sewing. This helps close the gap between our fabric's seams. To finish our stitch, make sure to secure it with another strong knot at the end. Now we'll just have to repeat the same techniques on the other side and finish it off with a knot. When we're done, we'll now turn our work inside out to hide our stitches and keep the exterior of our project neat. And of course, to help us close this flap, we will need a cute and tiny button to place on our pouch. Sew the threads through, then tie them from the inside. Test it out by inserting the button through the woven stitches as it's closing loops. I love how it can actually fit 2 things inside. And by learning this technique, you can also make bigger pouches for bigger things. So there you have it, your hand-woven mini purse. perfect for Christmas gifts, giveaways, or for personal use. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Craft Easy's YouTube channel and click on the notification bell to stay updated.